What if every time you stepped outside into the sunlight, your body could silently turn rays of light into pure energy, no lunchbox needed? Imagine waking up in the morning, lying back in the sun, and feeling your skin begin to hum with power as you absorb it directly. This isn't science fiction. It's the premise of what it would be like if humans could photosynthesize like plants. We know plants and algae do it every day. They capture sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide and convert them into sugars. They're living fuel. But animals, including us, don't have that ability. We eat food instead, digest it, chew it, break it down for nutrients. So what would happen if we could flip the script and gain that plant-like ability? Let's explore that scenario step by step. First, setup. Our bodies would need a dramatic transformation. We would need chlorophyll-like pigments, or even embedded chloroplasts, or some engineered skin cells that behave like leaves. Scientists have found animals that flirt with similar mechanics. A sea slug that steals chloroplasts from algae, for example, but full human photosynthesis remains beyond reach. Even in theory, the limitations are staggering. One researcher estimated that if a typical adult woman's skin were photosynthetic, it would only meet about 1% of her daily energy needs. Why so low? Because we're bulky, opaque, and energy-hungry creatures. Plants are thin, flat, and optimized for capturing light. So in our scenario, human skin would change. Imagine broad, flat expansions, maybe translucent layers. A new physiology built to maximize surface area. Initially, short-term consequences. You depend less on food, eat fewer meals, maybe even sleep less. The world of diet, processing, agriculture would shift. Energy from the sun would supplement your diet, perhaps covering basal metabolism. You'd still need food because your brain, muscles, movement require high energy beyond what light can easily deliver. But over months and years, you'd see major changes. Agriculture would need to feed fewer people. Maybe freed lands revert to wild ecosystems. Food scarcity stress might ease. Society might change. Richer countries would no longer dominate food exports. Global hunger might lessen. The cost and logistics of feeding 8+ billion people might ease. On the personal side, you'd live differently. You'd seek sunlight like chargers seek power outlets. Shade might feel like undercharging. You'd prefer wide open sky more than indoors. But long-term consequences also include trade-offs. Your skin might need to be exposed more often. You'd become vulnerable in cloudy winters. Indoor life might pose challenges. And the physics remains harsh. Plants convert sunlight at low efficiency. Humans moving about require far more energy than a flat surface area of skin can deliver. By centuries down the line, the bioengineering needed would be huge, inserting hundreds of genes, reworking physiology, altering body shape, almost a new species. And here's the twist. Even if we could achieve photosynthetic humans, the gain might be marginal, not a revolution of total self-sufficiency, but a subtle boost. In essence, we might gain 3 to 5% extra energy from sunlight at best, enough to feel fresher. Maybe need one fewer meal a day, but not to eliminate food entirely. So the real outcome isn't humans becoming walking trees. It's humans becoming part sun-powered, part food-powered hybrids with new vulnerabilities and new freedoms. There's a poetic takeaway. Even though we view plants as passive, maybe our future lies in acknowledging that we are all, in some way, creatures tuned to the sun, and engineering just nudges that truth. When you next step outside into the light, think about what lies beneath your skin. Imagine it humming with possibility. If you enjoyed this exploration, hit that like button, subscribe for more speculative science journeys, and share your thoughts in the comments. What would you do if you could live off the sun?